As the Roma entered Europe, they maintained a cultural preference for wandering and frequent relocation maintained by Roma networks that stretched across the continent. Many of their customs were not indigenous to Europe, their language was not European, and they moved around a lot, all of which resulted in the Roma developing a reputation for being outsiders. They became highly marginalized, excluded from mainstream cultures and governments. During times of stress, many European communities openly blamed the Roma, accusing them of various acts of malicious magic throughout the centuries. Even into the post-industrial world, the Roma are often viewed with prejudice or suspicion and blamed for bringing poverty or crime into areas. In the Romanian principalities of Wallachia and Moldavia, Roma were slaves from the 14th to the 19th century. As bonded serfs owned by noblemen, landowners, monasteries, and the state, they were sold, bartered, flogged, and dehumanized. Even their marriages were strictly regulated. As slaves, Roma were an important labor and artisan source, providing skills in gold washing, bear training, wood carving, blacksmithing, music. Serfs also performed epics and accompanied armies into battle against the Turks. Although slavery was abolished in 1864, patterns of exploitation have continued. In other countries, Roma were viewed as outcasts, intruders, and threats, probably because of their dark skin, their association with invading Muslim Ottoman Empire, and their foreign ways. Despite their small numbers, they inspired fear and mistrust and were expelled from every European territory. Bounties were paid for their capture, dead or alive, and repressive measures included confiscation of property and children, forced labor, prison sentences, whipping, branding, and other forms of physical mutilation. Assimilation was attempted in the 18th century in the Austro-Hungarian Empire during the reign of Maria Theresa and her son Joseph II, by outlawing Romani, Rom music, dress, and nomadism, and banning traditional occupations. Similar assimilationist legislation was enacted in Spain from 1499 till 1800. In the 20th century, persecution escalated with the Nazi rise to power. Between 1933 and 1945, Roma faced an extermination campaign which is only now being historically investigated. With estimations ranging between 500,000 and 1,500,000 victims, the Roma population in Europe was reduced by at least 1/5. Watch the video below to get some testimonials about the Holocaust and Roma genocide. After World War II, Roma concentration camp survivors were refused help and compensation, and for many of them, the recognition as victims came too late. Stigmatization and discrimination did not come to an end after the Holocaust. Roma always have been and still are marginalized in European society. In some European countries, discriminatory laws and practices continue as late as 1986. For example, in Norway, children were removed from Roma families under the Child Protection Act and placed in orphanages or foster care. This situation finally led to the self-organization for emancipation and the struggle for human rights at the international level. In the next video, you can find more information about the history of the Roma people.